So what was going on in your life when you joined the Marines?
Well, when I joined the Navy, actually, that was in 1950 at the age of 18. Not much other than the fact that I wanted to get away from Topeka and see what the rest of the world was really all about. And of course, having gone through the flight training, I received my wings and commission in October of 1952. And one of the reasons I opted for the Marines, I knew there had never been a black pilot in the Marine Corps. So I wanted to see if I could achieve that goal, which I was able to do. And then my first duty assignment would have been in Cherry Point, North Carolina. But I'd had enough of the South and decided I wanted to stay away from the South if I possibly could. So Headquarters Marine Corps, at my request, changed my orders to El Toro, California. And what I didn't realize is I jumped from the frying pan into the fire because El Toro was the training base for replacement pilots in Korea. So I jumped from the frying pan into the Korean War via El Toro.
I see. So what would you say were the differences in the El Toro base and some of the other bases that you were stationed at?
Well, for one, it seemed to have a much looser attitude, a much more relaxed attitude. Beautiful weather for the most part. The smog, as an example, we'd go flying in the morning, we could see the smog surrounding the city of Los Angeles. And when I returned to El Toro in '53, we were amazed to see how much further down the coast the smog had crept. And you could almost, year by year, see it coming closer to the base there in Santa Ana. The eucalyptus trees, I can remember the smell of those trees that surrounded the base. I remember the Irvine Ranch. The places we would go on Liberty were, for the most part, over in Laguna Beach. And that was where we really hung out for the most part because it was such a lovely town.
So how long did you stay at El Toro then? Just a few
I
months?
can't tell you exactly, but it seems like I was there in the neighborhood of 3-4 months.
Okay.
3.5 months possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Then we was moved to Marine Corps Air Facility, or LTA. That was about 8 miles, if I remember right, from El Toro.
Mm-hmm. The Lighten Air Base.
Yep.
Over
and
there.
They were really opening that up when we got there from the Second War. They was getting it all, well, it was weeds and places and a mess. And that's where I kind of got, after I was there a while, one morning when we had muster, Master Sergeant Downey said he needed somebody that had some experience running a bulldozer. Nobody said a word. Well, I always wanted to run one.
Uh-huh.
Raised my hand, I thought could. And he said, "Mertz, you're lying." "No, sir." Remember that. Well, nobody else was there, so when we fell out for muster, he said, "Mertz, come with me." He took me to pick up and took me out where they was building the recreation area, and there sat that dozer. Well, he said, "Get on it and see if you can do anything with it." Well, I got on it, and I think the Lord was with me. I fired it off, and while it ran away, and I looked around, oh, this will raise the blade, and I raised the blade, and I just hope this gear goes forward. I pulled the clutch in, away we went, and I just worked my way away from him, and he just kind of looked there and scratched his head. It was something I'll never forget. And I went back in the boonies where there were some other guys working with equipment, and I got it off. I just let her run and got off of it. And I'll never forget, there's a guy there by the name of Fraser from Iowa. And, oh, he said, "You were a dozer operator." Well, I said, "I operated from over there to here, but I got a lot to learn."
Well, I guess I was pretty upset when the draft came and they were drafting all these men and young men who were just starting out in life and everything, and getting injured and getting killed and everything. And why couldn't women do something to help out? After being in the Marines for a while, I would give myself second thoughts. Now, did I do the right thing? Release a man to go and fight. Hopefully he doesn't get killed. And you know, you get all these thoughts because you know that you're doing something to help your country, but then you wonder, you're releasing a man to fight? That's a big responsibility.